our best to do that. We can borrow sometimes, but it's not really my money.
Are you ready for the event?
I am actually ready. I have no jokes. I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm freaking out. Can you see my eyes? I'm getting so nervous.
He's all sweaty.
He's sweaty. I am sweaty, actually.
Are you ready?
His butt is sweating.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
It's sore, actually.
Oh, it's sore.
Come on.
What about you?
I'm excited.
You excited?
Yes.
You ready? You got your speech ready?
I'm gonna wing it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Toodles.
Cool. Told me to come here.
What's up?
What are you gonna say?
Thanks to Jose Santos, he was the editor of the video, so he's the one to blame. So now I would like to introduce our director, Raymond Ruiz, sorry. He's a mastermind behind EGMN, and so he's the one that we thank with a lot of our heart. So he'll be giving a speech to us, hopefully not too long, right?
Alright, well, thank you for coming out. Like I said, I'm Raymond Ruiz. I helped start the Video Network with Norma, Edgar, Ruth is not here, and Selena Vasquez. So there's the five of us. It's grown a lot since then. First of all, I want to take tonight, I want to start by congratulating all the young ladies and men that have helped EGMN become a success. So let's give them all a round of applause. Your loved ones have sacrificed their time and energy building what I consider the premier collegiate media organization in the country. They both claim, I know, there's a lot of media organizations in the country. They're supported by the university. We have a pretty good one here at the University of David Cougar. It's been around for 70 years, but I do believe the Media Network is the best in the country. So I'm going to go over, it's pretty long, but I try to make it quick and concise. Our website, UHOGATA.com, which they kept plugging in the video, the past year has had 50,000 page views and 30,000 unique visitors over the last year. We were nominated for Online Newspaper of the Year in 2010 for the whole country. We had just launched our website like 6 months, and we were nominated Online Newspaper of the Year for colleges. For 2010, we've had about 20 internships, and our students have gotten 15 scholarships. We created a bilingual newspaper, The Venture, which you saw there. It's distributed at UH Clear Lake, UH Downtown, and 5 HCC campuses. It's the only college newspaper in the country distributed at more than one campus. Most college papers focus on just their local university, and that's about it. We want to get bigger and more broad and focus on the whole Hispanic community. We've written over 300 articles since we started, and most of those are in the Latino community. Those are 300 stories that would not have been told if the Media Network and our writers had not, taken the initiative to cover our community. We graduated 8 alumni who work in sectors from media to engineering. We had an engineering student who just wanted to be creative, and he'd write for us. So we don't discriminate. Anybody can be a part of the Media Network. EGMN students proudly represented Houston by having the most students participate in programs at the National Association of Hispanic Journalists National Convention. So at NHJ, they have a developmental program for students. It's highly competitive. They take Hispanic students from all across the country and put them through an intense training. They have to go through an application process, and they only select about 30 students or so. The Media Network has the most students out of the whole country. We beat out California, Puerto Rico, and everybody. So we had the most students there, so that was really good for us. We won $5,000 through an entrepreneurship contest. We competed against 3 other ideas. The other 3 were professional. So we were the only collegiate organization, and we beat out 3 professional ideas to get the grant for startup funds. That $5,000 was used by the video camera that you see that they used for our broadcast students. We used the money to use for our newspaper, newsstands, so we can go to these different colleges. We started our first chapter at UH Downtown. They contributed greatly this semester. We couldn't have got the paper out together without them this semester. And we just started that chapter in about November or December. And you add on top of all this, you have job, school, family, and your students and your kids have been very busy, to say the least. But anyway, pretty much the vision of El Media Network is to become a national organization. Because there's so few Hispanic journalists and so few Hispanic viewpoints in the media, we couldn't really survive if we just focused on one university. So we need to kind of expand and kind of pull our talents together from multiple universities. So not only we want to go to UHD, we're going to want to go to HCC, San Jack, and start going to San Antonio, Austin, and eventually be a national organization. We want people to pick up the venture, at every college in the country. We want, whenever somebody thinks of photography, we want the exposure to be the first to be called upon. If somebody is just bored and wants to get away from classes, we want them to go to YouTube and look at 1394 videos either for informational purposes or entertainment. And ultimately, EGMN will give Latino students a national voice for the first time in the United States. Now, when we first started, I heard the skeptics before. They were like, you can't do it because Latinos, we can't pull together. We're like crabs. We always pull each other down, right? You can't do it because you can't get college students to volunteer if it's not for extra credit. You can't do it because you can't compete with the school newspapers because they're funded by student fees and all that good stuff. You can't do it because print is dead and everybody gets all their news online. You can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it. To those skeptics, doubters, and haters, I say cállate. Sorry, excuse my Spanish. I think my wife told me not to say that. But I think they've underestimated the heart and resolve of our young leaders, like the young leaders in this room. That's the only way we made it possible, was all the students in here really sacrificed their time and effort. If EGMN doesn't succeed, I really do believe that Latino journalism will be set back 30 years. Latino journalists have kind of stagnated in the media. We haven't really grown. And who else is going to be the watchdog for our community? Who's going to really set aside time, sacrifice our own personal time for the good of the community? Who's going to be our voice? Anyway, our rise to the top has been nothing short of amazing. Thank you for believing in the mission. Thank you for believing in each other. Before I turn the mic over to Carlos, I just want to leave you with 6 words. Sacrifice is temporary, but pride is forever. So we'll get this going and turn it over to Carlos. We have some awards. We got new leadership taking over because we do want to do some things next semester. So we got new leadership, and we're going to give out some awards for people who did really well for us this semester. So I'll turn it over to Carlos.
Thank you, Ray. Now we're going to go into the, like you were saying, the decisions that were actually chosen this year to start the next semester. So it was actually a hard decision, and everybody had an input on this. So why don't we start with Joy Lester? She will become a secretary, and she was chosen for her great attendance, punctual, and his valuable input to the decision-making process. So Joy, congratulations.
Alrighty, thank you, Carlos. Well, as a secretary, I'm going to be pretty much running the operations that make El Gato run smoothly. I do things such as take notes, which I read in front of a lot of people. No, but I'm the one who takes attendance and writes notes and sends out weekly emails. So everyone who's part of El Gato, expect emails that will have the following opening line: "Hola, gatitos." And so as secretary, I'm going to really try my best to make sure that El Gato gets the most out of its time, both inside and outside of its weekly meetings. And I'll be working with the rest of the officers and with all the students as well. And I'm told I'm very charismatic, so hopefully that'll play out really well. And so, anything else? No?
Thank you, Joy. Well, the next person is actually not here today. Her name is Orfa Palomares. She will be the historian, PR manager. So why don't we give you an applause, although she's not here today. And so the next person is the person in charge of organizing all this, along with Reseda, who for them I ask an applause as well. They turned out a great work. So, Ben Arroyo, business manager for EGMN for the next semester, fall 2011.
Good night, everybody. Well, I was elected business manager for EGMN for next semester. Basically, I will take care of the money. I will do a good job, just try to raise money, funds through advertising, and maybe a website and ads online and stuff like that to boost EGMN funds, and hopefully that can take us to a more, to an upper level, more national, more out there. Thank you.